Hello and welcome to Let's Play in the Space 2, Series 7, Episode 78. I'm JC Proton, and we are picking up at turn 234. Here you see my trade network going here, and I'm earning a total of 48 additional blue cap deposits just from my trade network alone. And our total blue cap production is 113.6 per turn. So I already did some stuff off camera before starting the video. I'm shuffling population around from the more established core planets here to the newer planet systems here. So from AA through like I'm shuffling populations to like AU, AT, AS, AW, AV, AX from the more established systems that I have the asterisks here that are already maxed out basically on population. Because I know I'm not going to really need to send many populations down here. I already have some en route to most of these planets. And Coelum and Octans, you know, I was thinking about it, is like there are a lot of Cravers here already, which I can just convert over, just like I'm going to be doing here at, say, Husk. There's a lot of Cravers here, so I'll be able to do genetic alteration labs and just convert those populations over into Horatio. So I don't really need to ship a bunch of Horatio down here or over here, whatever, from here. So I'm just instead moving those populations to these systems that have extra space that's not filled yet. And you know, these systems could use some more population. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to do that for a couple of turns anyway, and then kind of reevaluate where I'm at. Kind of coughing a lot here this morning, so I guess I'm going to try to keep it short. So I got that going on. The laws, I remember we had shifted over and found that cram exam was a better trade-off than brains over bucks, because I don't have to sacrifice the 20% dust, and I'm still getting a similar or slightly better amount of science out of the deal. You can see our military support is really picking up. Our election is coming soon. We're 6 turns away from our election, so militarist is gaining a larger faction here, or larger support. So it looks like they're probably going to stay in power. There's probably going to be ecologists and militarists in the next election as well. Pretty good offer here from the Riftborn, offering 210 giga lattice. Not going to take it, but 210 and giga lattice is worth 1,600. So, excuse me. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. So it's worth a couple 100,000 anyway, at least, worth of dust if I was to sell it. So it's a pretty good offer, but I'm still not going to take it. These guys are at war with these guys, and so I'm not really ready to start a conflict with the United Empire and the Vodiani yet, right? That might be a thing I might do after I've pretty much wiped out the Cravers and I'm ready to start a fight with them. Then maybe if the Riftborn are still in war with them, maybe I would do it then. I'll at least consider it. We'll see what things look like when that comes to pass. It's going to be a while before I've assimilated all these Craver systems, right? That's going to be a bit. played around a bit with my research queue. I went ahead and queued up a bunch of stuff that are the texts that I'm interested in getting at some point, reasonably soon. One of the things I wanted to queue up pretty fast was these two. These both increase your movement speed on ships. This one gives you faster off-lane travel when you're going warp between systems that are not on star lanes, and then this one just gives +2 movement speed to your ships. The reason I'm bumping those up in the queue is because I'm about to be moving fleets out here to these outlying systems, and I want to be able to get them there, faster. So there's that. And then I also wanted to pick up this one for the armor, extreme and penetrable plating, because I've already completed the bomber and fighter tech I was wanting to get for my carrier upgrades. So the way that's probably going to play out is I'll get that improved armor. I'll test it out and see if I want to put one on, just like I have one special shield that reduces critical damage by 50%. I will probably consider at least pricing it to see how much it would be to put one of those extreme impenetrable plating armor modules on instead of the ones I'm currently using. So that'll be going into the mix. And then we have those upgraded bombers and fighters now. So the current bombers that we have are the basic plasma bombers, and so the new bombers would be advanced plasma bombers, right? So the difference here, you see the health is 1320 and they do damage of 183, and the new bombers would do 2310 hit points and 257 damage. So you see the difference back and forth here. So it's an extra 1,000 hit points, or 990 hit points, and they do 183, an extra 70, like 75 damage, something close to 50% more damage. So pretty good upgrade there. So what I'll probably do, and then the fighters, we currently have basic P laser fighters, 1650 hit points, and they do 88 damage. And the advanced ones, 2640 hit points and 114 damage. So kind of similar, where it's another 1,000 hit points roughly, and a roughly almost 50% more damage. So I think what I'll probably do, I noticed also in the fights we've been having that these carriers are tending to get pummeled a bit by missile volleys. So I think the way I want to go is, see, I've got 2 beams. I want to go with 2 guns. So I'm gonna replace one of the where I currently have fighter squadrons, and then I'm going to go with 2 fighter squadrons and 2 bomber squadrons. So I'm going down from 4 bombers squadrons to 2, and I'm going up from 1 fighter squadron to 2. So, because I noticed I've also taken, like, I remember one fight recently, I had 42,000 damage taken from bombers. I was like, okay, maybe I need a little more fighters doing defense, and then more guns also helps defend against fighters, right? So, kind of balancing out the offense versus the defense here. So going with that, I would be having 2 beams, 2 guns, 2 fighter squadrons, 2 bomber squadrons, 2 shields, one of which is special, and 2 armor, potentially one of which may be special, and engines, and that's it. So that's the direction I'm leaning for my carriers. But I'm not going to apply that yet, because I want to first complete this research, and I'm going to wait to do it. I want to get the movement first. That's actually more important to me than upgrading my carrier. So that'll be probably what I'm looking at for the new and improved carrier design. Um, and then after that, I've got a thing that makes my troops better, and that makes my troops better, and that makes my troops better. And then this is basically the only tech that was useful in the top tier of this tree over here. And it's this one because it heals heroes faster. And basically all the other things were something I'm not going to build. They're basically kind of useless to me. And then after that was just other techs that are useful in increasing industry and, various other things. And I'll still end up going for getting this tech, Wealth of the Endless. I'm going to build that pretty quickly. And probably do these others reasonably soon. So that's the plan for tech. We completed the research on the advanced P laser fighters and for the advanced bombers. Population starved to death at Cravers because they're angry, so they're refusing to work in the fields farming, and so they have really low food production, so they're starving, and that's their own fault, kind of. So and the planets are depleted, so their output is terrible. So there's that. We have excuse me, collection bonus for the Cravers. I have over 50 Cravers right now, so that's crazy. It's a temporary situation, and they will get upgraded into Horatios, and so yeah, not super relevant, but just kind of a point of information and a bit curious. It's curious. Okay, so we completed this quest for bug fixing, which is reach 4 Cravers in the BA2 system. So that's a population quest. And BA2 is here. Excuse me. It was the first Craver system I got. It was the first one I captured, and we currently have a Horatio there. We've done some genetic alteration lab stuff and converting these guys, and we have more Cravers inbound. This one right here is 4 Cravers going to BA. So it's kind of got a lot going on there. As far as these populations, everybody who was maxed out, I went ahead and excuse me. I went ahead and set them to be moving population around to different systems. So I'm taking advantage of that. And now, of course, when I do that, then I'm no longer maxed out. So then I lose the benefit of the super biofuel factory. So the amount of food that you see here is the amount of industry that I'm missing out on because I'm growing population. But you need to grow population. It needs to happen. So I mean, I have a lot, but I have room to grow, so I want to do that. Let's see what else. This quest, food fight, ends in 8 turns, so I need to make a note that by turn 242, I need to have probably the system that makes the most food. I'll just make sure that one is making food so that I win that. And I don't remember what the reward was. I don't know whether it's important. Oh, it's 1,000 dust and 75 voidstone. So, and then these are the construction projects we completed at our various systems. You see Lyra completed this distributed energy and then cranked out a whole bunch of ships. So I'm like, whoa, hey, and I turned him on to urgent AI research. And actually, Duce is right around the corner from doing the same thing. Uh, so I went ahead and I queued up some ships there, just and queued up the Dust Bonanza and School of Geniuses just to get that done. And you know what? I could probably go ahead and do distributed energy, couldn't I? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a good idea. That'd be worth doing. What else we got? Places where we did level 4 modernization. I went ahead and queued up the whatever it's called, autonomous administration. And I went through all my systems and checked out where I was building autonomous administration and kind of adjusted things as needed. Pretty much I'm putting it in whenever I've completed building out the industry buildings for the system. Then I go ahead and I'm going to be building autonomous administration at that point, and then I'll go ahead and, like you can see, I'm even jumping ahead a little bit of these buildings. So it's not set in stone. It'll kind of depend on how urgent my need is to get a little more headroom. And as I go over this 37, how my approvals look. If I start running into approval problems, then I'll take another look at it. And of course, everywhere where I recently invaded, they're going to be mutinous. They're going to be unhappy. So that just improves over time, over like 20 turns, I think it is. So that's all of that stuff, and now we really need to do is just the battles. And there's not a lot of that, and we're going to do an invasion. So we're going to take out this little fleet here at Husk. Because they had retreated before, so their total attack power is like 1,000. So a single carrier. I'm just going to do one carrier just for fun. Just for fun, to make it more interesting and just see how a lone carrier performs. And then Octans. So Octans we're going to invade. And Sealam we're going to invade next turn. So let's just go ahead and rock those out. And let's see the fight. Let's do a fight from a carrier that I'm sure whatever. I'll just choose one at random, right? Just a lone carrier, just for fun. And we'll see how it goes. Let's see, 1,500. I could probably just do it with a single cruiser. Yeah, single cruiser has 4,500 attack. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do one medium ship against his medium and 2 smalls but they're all damaged. So, yeah, we'll do that. That'll be fun. All right, let's go for it. Let's see how we face off against them here. Let's see, I have 25,000 hit points, and he has 10,000 on that ship and 3,000 on those. So yeah, it's still gonna be a blowout, but it should be fun. It should be fun. Let's do it. All right, cool. All right, and yeah, we're gonna do repair and recover because I'm sure we're gonna take some damage. Hundo percento. All right, so he's just gonna be in the center lane, and these dudes. Let's see, 3, 4, 5 of them. So if you have over 4 command points, you can split it up, and he may. These guys kind of got a couple of fighter squadrons. All right, let's see how this goes, man. And like usual, We'll watch it once cinematic and another time on scan tactical view. Shields down. All right, we'll look at the numbers here and then we'll do a replay. Okay, we'll take out the missed shots. And we did guns and a fair bit of damage with beams. A pretty high amount on crit. And let's see, their shields absorbed a bunch of damage. Lasers and beams, okay. Plasma distortion, 25 plus 25% shield penetration on weapon modules. Free scan. All right, let's take a look here. Let's see how the point defense goes with these inbound missiles. Kaboom. Yep, blew them up, no problem. So here's my amount of shields on my ship. So shields are still up. His shields are going down. You see him going down, 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 down. Fighters are attacking. You can see the little fighter going at me. Okay. And looks like this dude's toast. So my point defense is shooting at the fighter. Fighter's down to 31 hit points, 20 hit points. More inbound missiles. Yep, shooting them down. Yeah, so I barely took a scratch, man. I only took like 1,000 damage or so. A little over 1,000. So that 30% repair knocked that out for sure. All right, and let's go ahead and do the battle over here at Octans. And let's see, before we do that, how many invaders do we have? Let's hopefully only one. Yeah, one's all we need. We don't want to land too large of an army attack wave force thing, because it'll, you know, unnecessarily large armies cause unnecessarily large amount of destruction. So we want to avoid that. So we're only landing 1,425 troops. Looks like we Got it. Attacking. We seem to really like it fighting on gas planets for some reason. Did a draft, but we took him down no problem. Even with just one attacker, or I guess invader, but he was down to like 17 troops too, so that helped. We are going to occupy the system. Devastated no man's land. Ground battle remains. Okay. Cool. And let's take a look at the system. 190. Wow, that's a lot. Whoa, he's got an F Reality Institute. Those are pretty nice buildings. That's pretty expensive. You see the upkeep is not insignificant either. Patriot pills can go. That's going to go away. Yep. Scrap that for almost 4,000. Cool. That all looks pretty good. And his upgrade, he's using the Jade Onyx. No surprise there, right? So probably do ground battle remains. I don't think we have a. I don't think we have anything that can explore curiosities here. Don't have very many scouts this game. I mean, not traveling with my invasion fleets anyway. Let's see here. What would we build? Self-mining NPO. That's enough. I'll finish the rest of that off camera. Ha! Only destroyed one improvement. See, that was pretty good. No population death, and we only destroyed one thing, and it was exotic rations, which is a thing that I would have scrapped anyway. So that worked out really well. Cool. So maybe I need to just go with one invader. If I siege it all the way down, I just need one invader. Seems like a pretty good way of going. Alright, so at this point we're pretty close. We're pretty close to starting to invade. So I think the next system I want to take is Primus, man. Primus is pretty sweet. I mean, you've got a Jade Onyx there. You've got 3 Ionic Crystals and Orichalcix. Pretty darn nice. So I think that's the next place he's going to go. And let's see, that fleet has an attack at 76. Can he make it? No, he cannot make it in one turn. Dudes that are here at Husk, can any of them? Nope, he cannot quite make it as a carrier. So I'm going to leave one carrier behind. guess I should wait until after I take it. I can tell I'm tired. I almost made a big mistake by moving that fleet away. So at this point, it's all just redeploying ships. We've actually done all of the relevant things this turn. So I think I'm probably just going to come back to this. Attacker, carrier, carrier. Yeah. I think we'll just call it right there. So last recording was really long, right? 50 minutes or so. This one's going to be shorter. That's just how it's going to be. And then next recording we'll pick up at turn 235. Yeah, see, I'm at 5100 hit, whatever score. Yeah, I'm stumbling over my words. I am tired. Woke up at like 2:30 in the morning today, and I just couldn't get back to sleep. So I think I might go back to bed. So the alliances are all still the same as they've been. Everybody's still the same. I'm at peace with everybody except Cravers. Cravers are at war with only me, and they have a non-aggression pact, a truce, against this alliance of two, and then Cold War with everyone else. Riftborn, still at war with this alliance of two, Cold War with everyone else. The alliance of two, yeah, I am really not clicking very well. The alliance of two is at war with the alliance of three and the Riftborn. They have a truce with Cravers. And then the alliance of three is at war with the alliance of two and Cold War with everyone else. All right. I think I'm babbling here at this point, so we'll just call it quits. And we'll see you guys in the next video after I've had sleep and stuff. Thanks for watching.